All right, I'm getting everything set up currently. Give me just a second. And if you're tuning in, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to play a short little 1-minute video for you while everyone checks in, and then we'll just kind of pick up from there. I want to welcome you to this webinar. I'm super excited about what I'm getting ready to share with you and all the cool things that are coming. If you're new to the webinar, please stay tuned. This is going to be a little bit of a mind-blowing experience for you, but let's play this 1-minute thing while everyone's coming in, and we'll kind of go from there. If you're wondering what you're here for, let's just say that you're here to see the world. Here's your sign. I want to welcome you to the webinar. Thanks for everyone that just tuned in, everyone that has just joined. I am going to fly through some information really quick, and I hope that you will enjoy it as much as we have and how it's impacted our life in the last 8 years. 8 years ago, 8 simple summers ago, I was running a house painting company. I never once thought that I would able to travel the world and see different things, but by finding this simple little sign, everything changed for me. So I'm going to take about 15 minutes. I'm going to run through this information super quick. You are going to have questions. You're going to have to reach out to the person that sent you to this webinar so they can answer those questions. But I am going to touch briefly on a lot of different things very quickly, and enough for you to say, you know what, this might be something I want to check out. So let's just jump right in. The sign. It is called World Ventures. World Ventures has been around now for a little over 13 years. They're based in Plano, Texas. They have over 700 employees. We're now in over 33 countries, and we're in all 50 states, of course. And we have all the different tools and systems in place that allow people to travel and see the world at discounted prices. And you're asking, well, how does that even work? Well, it works off of leverage. Leverage is like when you go to a gas station, you're looking to buy a bottle of water, and you buy one bottle of water, and that bottle of water is $3. Or you could go to Sam's Club and be part of a membership, and you can purchase a whole case of water for that same $3. That would be called leverage bulk buying. We are all used to it. We're all used to seeing it. So how does it look like when it comes to vacation? It looks like this. We have now over 1 million members worldwide. This is not a new concept. This is not something brand new and just starting. It has now been around, like I said, over 13 years. It has allowed our family alone to go over 30 plus vacations from around the world. And as you can see, the way that works is they basically walk into a resort and they say, look, we want all the rooms. What will you give them to us for? That would be bulk buying. And if you're bulk buying, you're going to get a discounted price. That price is going to be cheaper than you would pay if you had to log in and go to that specific website and find it on your own. It just makes sense. Otherwise, there wouldn't be Costco's or Sam's of the world. So this is what vacation. We are the largest vacation club on the planet, hands down, awards after awards after awards. So we were actually in this picture. We're on the far left bottom side. That was in Cancun at the Moon Palace. If you've been to the Moon Palace, you realize how big it is. That trip had over 3,700 people on that trip. And the week prior, we sent another 1,500 people. And we had an amazing time. So DreamTrips is our primary focus. And a dream trip is a bulk buy experience that includes all kinds of different things thrown into your trip. It is not just going to an all-inclusive and figuring out what you want to do. It may include swimming with dolphins. It may include you know, zip lining. It includes your membership covers your whole family. It is just not you. Not every single person has to have a membership. So it includes your spouse, your significant other, or whoever else. We always have around 5,000 trips that are planned that we can have access to, and the new trips are added every single week on Friday. So let's just go over some trips real quick. This is the Marival residence. You can look at this up online if you'd like. As you can see, the total price is $1,318 for two people. But if you look in that little circle, it says 250 or 375 points to be taken off. That would be off the current price that you see. And in the silver, 375 would put this trip under $1,000, which is crazy to think about because it includes a walking tour downtown, a sea lions excursion, catamaran, beach club access. It includes it all. And the cool part is that you didn't have to go through all the time, energy, and effort to sit at home and try to log on and find all these excursions, because once you get to the resort, you're like, okay, well, what are we going to do? They take care of that for you. And there is a host. A host is sitting there going, hello, Mr. Conitzer, what can I help you with? Where can I guide you? That is the benefit of having a host on the trip. And you can look at quick little getaways, which would be like a weekend getaway. These would be our anytime escapes. If you notice, 4 nights, 5 days, $149, you can use 50 points. It's an all-inclusive. These trips on a quick getaway anytime escape, they do not have a host. They don't have all the pre-planned activities. They're just looking to get you the cheapest rate possible. And we have guaranteed rates. So that's the coolest part about this whole thing. Santorini, Greece, I actually was there with my wife a little over 18 months ago. It's beautiful and it looks just like that. And as you can see, 3 nights or 2 nights, 3 days, 198. You can take some points off of that as well. Of course, you're not going to fly all the way to Santorini, Greece to stay for 2 nights, 3 days. These anytime escapes can be booked back to back to back as you request. So then we have the JW Marriott right here in New Orleans. You're not staying in 3-star places. You're staying 4 or 5, maybe diamond resorts. And so JW Marriott, if you've ever stayed in one, you know how good it is. $159. I challenge you to find that price for 3 nights, 4 days in New Orleans. Florida, if you want to go on different vacations regarding, say, taking cruises, we have cruises hand down. I've done a $69 cruise. I've done the Caribbean cruises. I've done just about every cruise you can think of. And this is a great one, 5 nights, 6 days on the Celebrity Infinity for $283. Here's trips that I just went ahead and took the luxury of pulling off right now. If you're thinking, Todd, well, I don't like to do those. Okay, do you want to go fishing in Alaska? We have it. Do you want to go see a Broadway show, Wicked, which I've done? It is an amazing show. We have it. Do you want to go watch a baseball game? Yes. Do you want to go to a beach party and you're young and you want to hang out on the beach with your friends? We have it. These trips and prices you see on here is without points because you have to be a member to find out what the point luxury value is of this. You want to go hunt for ghosts at the Hotel Stanley? We've got it. Do you want to go to Orlando and either go to Disney World or maybe go see the outer space experience with NASA? We have it. Do you want to race cars in the mountains and have some fun driving? We've got that. And we have skiing trips. I mean, literally, if you could think of a trip, we have pre-planned excursions that will allow you to do different things. This is a great example. We've done this trip a few times. This is Las Vegas. It kind of gives you an idea what a trip's like. This trip actually is it's 3 nights, 4 days, and it is at the Renaissance Las Vegas Hotel. It includes that wonderful helicopter ride experience. It includes a show. It includes a meal. It includes a welcome reception. And if you look down on the far right corner for 2 people, 3 nights, 4 days, including all the amenities, you can see right there for 2 people, I would pay $598. But Todd, how do you get the points? How do you get these bucks? I'll explain. But I wanted to show you a couple more examples real quick. Everyone, if you've never seen Banff, Alberta, Canada, I pulled this off because this is like a bucket list trip. If you're wanting to do Instagram pictures in unbelievable locations, I wanted to show people that we even have these types of trips. And if you look down on the corner, it's $1,357. I would pay $936 for 2 people to go to Banff. And the cool part is you go, well, I don't know where Banff is, Todd. Maybe not, but you probably recognize this screensaver. That is Banff. See, so we have trips to cross off bucket list experiences to trips that you can go to the JW Marriott down in New Orleans for a weekend. It just depends on what you're looking to do, but we host all different types of trips. As a matter of fact, we just announced this weekend the return of the $69 cruise. I am super excited about this because we have done a $69 cruise, and that is true. $69, port fees included. It is an amazing thing. And a few of the trips actually are going to be all inclusive, which means all of your alcohol on the trip as well. So if you can think of a trip you've always wanted to do, we have it. A lot of people ask me about the Alaska cruise. We've done the Alaska cruise, and it is an amazing adventure in itself. So like I said, we've done over 30 plus vacations through this concept, and all we've done is save money. And a lot of our trips now are free. And you're like, how does that even work? Let me explain. We have a heart of giving back, so every portion of our membership goes to our foundation. The foundation helps build inner city basketball courts. It also does volunteerism days, and we have these different trips that go and do volunteerism things for clean water and building bottle schools. This is the heart of the organization to give back, which is actually pretty neat to see. And then we have a way to earn points. If you're in some of our major cities, we have dine out options where we have on our phone an app. And on the app, I can go out to eat. And when we're done, a portion of the proceeds from, say, buying pizza would come back to us in points. And those points could be used to basically go on a vacation. You're already going out to eat anyway. You might as well be rewarded for it. Along with that, this is our new DreamTrips website that just launched. And so as you can see at the top, we have DreamTrips group travel. We have Anytime Escapes, which are those ones. You can actually book your flights. If you book a flight through us, you're given 100 DreamTrip points that you can use for one of our trips. Hotels, rental cars, activities, cruises, hideaways. Hideaways would be like your global thing where you go and you want to stay, let's say, at a timeshare somewhere, and you don't want to buy a timeshare, but they've got all these extra rooms. We can actually book their stuff at, say, 5 people want to stay in one timeshare unit, because we've done this down in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and we paid like $300. And they were like, how did you get this? Well, it was through our website. See, they timeshares are a joke, right? So they have all this stuff that's sitting there. And if you're a timeshare owner, I apologize, but you already know you're paying maintenance fees every single year that you can't get away from. But those rooms are sitting empty. So our website, our club actually has access to your inventory that we get your discounts. It's mind-numbing. So this is anything from ad hoc travel, your travel, like if you got to go to business in Chicago for a weekend or something like that, this gives you the opportunity to use. And it also takes care of the DreamTrips sites where you have discounted, deeply discounted rates. So as you can see, you tailor make how you want to do your vacations. The Anytime Escapes are posting every single week, and as they sell out and come back on, they vary from $50 to $89. And we actually have a website that you can go and purchase things on. So let's say you're going to shop at Home Depot and you're going to get a 2 or 3% rebate back from what you purchased. That actually goes into your account that you could use for additional vacations. So let's say that you go to Home Depot and you get 3% back, or Walmart or Staples or Lowe's or whatever the thousands of stores we have. That money goes into an account, and then when you go to book your Alaska cruise, you can actually use the portion of money that you already spent in these other stores towards your vacation. This is how it has afforded us to be able to do steeply discounted trips and even free. So how much is it, Todd? Well, when I first joined a few years back, it was quite expensive. It was over $1,000 at one point for the DreamTrips Platinum. Now they've come out with all the new pricing structures, and we joined as a gold, which was pretty neat. And then we have DreamTrips Platinum. Platinum is a membership that if you want that above board service, the white glove service, that's what a Platinum membership does. It gives you the extra perks. If you're going to go on a trip, you might have, extra room credit, or you might have an extra excursion that you could do. So Platinum membership is primarily the main thing that everyone's doing. And the reason for it is if you can see, it was $380 for a one-time sign up. That's not yearly, it's just one time ever. And then it's $100 a month. Now, the $100 a month was going into your account, which I'll explain here in a minute. And it would get converted to points, and we'd actually be able to use those points, because it would be like a savings account, towards vacations, portions of that. And so what they just did and what they just announced was pretty neat. We have now a special promo going on, which is mind-blowing. You can choose whatever membership you want for $150 one time. So basically a pair of shoes, a nice pair of shoes, $150 one time. That's not a year. That's not semi-annually. That's not, it's one time. And then what you do is you choose your membership. If you want to be a gold or you want to be platinum, you would pay $57 a month to be a gold or $100 a month to be a platinum member. Every time you pay your monthly, that goes into your rewards account, and in a portion of those points that you have in there can be used towards your vacations. That's why you saw the points in the gold and the silver medallion. So there is a big difference, because as a platinum member, you can use 20 to 50% more points on a vacation. So it is well worth it if you're looking to go on trips. Now you're sitting there saying, Todd, if I do this, what happens? Am I locked in? Am I stuck? No, you're not stuck. See, unlike other things, this, if you absolutely made a horrible decision, which I don't know why you would, I don't know why you'd ever quit because of how awesome the system works, but you could actually just call up and quit. You're not locked into years and years and years and be miserable. So that's the great part. I feel great when I tell people that you're saving money and you're not stuck, and I'm not hurting somebody financially. So here's the cool part. When you refer 4 people, your monthly membership goes away. What I mean by that is if you, as a platinum member, you refer 4 platinums, you no longer pay the $100 a month, and they still give you the points every single month that go into your account. It's mind-blowing. So when people ask me if I'm still traveling and they're watching my Facebook posts, I said, why would I ever quit? An example of that is, you can see right here, I took a screenshot a while back, and it says every single month, the $100 that's coming and putting in my rewards credit, I'm not paying $100 because I have over 4 signups. So now I have a membership that's completely free, and it's giving me 100 DreamTrip points a month that I can use for another vacation. So why would you ever quit something like this when I'm not paying anything and I'm getting steeply discounted vacations? This is the reason I loved it. I helped my family, I helped my friends to be able to go on vacations, and I'm always getting phone calls. Hey, do you have a trip here? Do you have a Disney trip? How can I? And I honestly believe that making memories with those you love is probably by far the most important thing that you could possibly ever do. So that's it. That's the whole membership. I have about 10 slides left, and it might not be for you and it might be for you. It's kind of where you are on the fence. But as a membership, as going on a vacation, if you're looking at the Alaska cruise, or you're wanting to go to Santorini, Greece, or you're wanting to Banff to cross off these bucket list dreams and do it the cheapest way possible, hands down, best membership on the planet. Just talk to the person that sent you this and get signed up and choose your membership. You will pay $150 today. You won't pay another dime until you're 30 days after that, which would be your membership of 57 or 100. Most people are doing the 100. And then those points are contributed every single month that you're paying. The 100 goes into your bucket. And then once you sign up 4 people, your monthly goes away, and then they still give you the 100 points a month. It's an amazing deal. Now you're like, well, okay, if somebody's paying $100 a month, is there any kickbacks on that? Yes. Now, when I first signed up, I didn't think of it as kickbacks. I didn't think of anything. I just wanted to go and build memories. So the next 10 slides are dedicated to, if you're looking to make an extra $100 or $200 or $400 a month or earn free vacations, that's what these next 10 slides are dedicated towards. So let me run through them real quick. Always look for the right time and the right opportunity. Right time, 8, 9, 10 years ago, we only had 100 trips. Now we have thousands of trips. So the right time is the best of ever. And the opportunity is spiking. And the reason for that is that we're doing something different. What I mean by that is if you think of it, if you wanted to make a little money, you would pay $100 once as a business representative. And then you have 2 websites. In essence, there's 3, but there's 2 websites that you use to share this with people, and that's $25 a month. So the $25 a month does not go away when you sign up 4 people, but it is a business expense to pay for like the hosting and everything of your websites. But what it does do, if you decide when you go to check out, you're going to be a member, or you're going to be a member and possibly a representative, when you go to check out, it is still encapsulated into that $150. So if you're going to be a DreamTrips member and a rep, you're going to pay $150 today. And then on your 1-month anniversary, 30 days later, actually, I believe it's 28 days later, you will pay your monthly, which would be the 100 as a platinum and 25 for your business. So it would come out of your account as $125. So that's what your decision is still 150. But if you're going to share this with people anyway, and you might have the opportunity to make a little money back, this gives you that opportunity. So here's my best example. Is this like right now, I just found this news article. It says every business will soon be a subscription-based business. And what I mean by that is that's just the current model. That's the thing that we're seeing over and over. And a subscription-based business is a business that when you're looking at something, instead of just paying one time for something, you're paying a monthly subscription every single month. So if you think about it, you're already doing it. Most of us, I'm doing YouTube Red. I actually have a Netflix account. So these are subscription. I'm paying X amount. We actually are now having these food boxes come. So that's a subscription business that we get. Uber is now trying a subscription where you basically pay per month and you get X amount of rides. Lyft is already doing an all access plan. You can even get your clothes in a box and be on a subscription base. Now, why wouldn't, if we're going to do all that with ease, why wouldn't we do subscription based with travel? And that's exactly what's happening. We are now sharing an app with people. They're deciding to be a subscriber, and that subscriber gives them points that they can go on steeply discounted trips, not just here in the United States, but anywhere in the world. So there's no guarantees on money. If you do not share this with anyone, you won't make any money. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Get that all out of your head. This is simply if you share this with enough people, you make a little bit of money. So dimes, nickels, and quarters off of thousands of people. This is what I always say. The success path works like this. There's different levels to everything. I'm going to keep this super simplified because most of the time when somebody signs up, they go, well, how can I get my money back? And if you decided you want to really get in depth in this, this would be a decision for later on. You just need the overall nuts and bolts on how this works, that you can make a logical $150 decision. So that's the decision you're making. But if you look at this, I'm going to focus on 2-star rep, which is 6 and 6. This would be 12 people total. And what comes out of this? You're going to already refer 4. So what if those 4 turn into 8 and turn into 12 type scenario? So that's what I'm going to focus on. There's 2 sides. Think of it as a right and a left side. And every time a new platinum member signs up, so if you decide to be a platinum member today, the person that referred you is going to make a $20 direct commission. Don't quit your day job. But that $20 is a nice little spiff kicker, maybe paid for gas or maybe paid for a lunch, whatever. And if you look, you have 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other. You're already going to put 4 people in to waive your fees. If you just kick in a couple more people, this will pay you $320 cash. That would be $20 for each individual that signed up. And then we have this thing called the Rising Star Bonus, which pays you $200 more. You're also given 100 DreamTrip points per individual. So you actually receive 600 DreamTrip points to go on a vacation. So that is also pretty neat because now you have DreamTrip points to look for that trip that you've always wanted to do, and $320 cash. And if my math serves me correctly, you've now waived all your fees. You're not paying a monthly. You only paid $150 to sign up, and you're now in the black and 300. So now you have a business that you pay $25 a month for that's now paid you all your money back, and now you could use that money to go on a vacation. So remember, you sign up for, you waive your fees, but the business account still keeps going. As this grows, say each one of those persons put in 1 person. Again, it's dimes, nickels, and quarters. So you're going to get additional funds, which would be another additional $100. So just if you're doing this within the first 30 or 60 days, you see that $420. And this is about spreading virally. It's just creating more subscriptions to go on vacation. So if you already know right now in the back of your head, 10 people that are going to sign up because you always wanted to do a Mexico trip together, it's a no-brainer because we've got all-inclusives all day long. Let's just give you some examples. He hit senior rep, which is a position of 30 people on one side and 30 people on the other because your team is growing. There's people sharing. You're not doing all the work. You only put in 4 or 5 or 6 people, but those 6 people put in 6 people type scenario. And now you're at senior rep. Senior rep, I'm going to show you the income disclosure. Average senior rep will pay $7,666, and that's on average what? About $500 extra a month. And I say that because $500 changes things. It pays your car payment. It might pay your insurance. Might pay your insurance and your car payment. It might pay your rent. This is the level that most people would like to do. And then you have Amanda Meyer. So Amanda Meyer, she has her own thing. She's actually the highest achieved rank, which is a director. And a director would have 90 on one side, 90 on the other. And that average is paying about $24,000 a year. Director status changes a lot of people's lives because on average, you're making that extra $2,000 a month that pays a lot of the different bills. So you have that residual component coming in every single month. And as a matter of fact, my wife and I were blessed enough to hit this rank, and we were able to go on these different trips and see Rome and Italy, and we even stopped in London for a little while. It's actually been a very nice blessing for us to be able to go on vacations. As it continues to grow, people could see marketing director status. They could actually become an IMD. An IMD name is David Peach. David Peach has been awesome because he's become our mentor. He's been a blessing because he was able to hit the top rank of the company. He averages $586,000 a year, and he liked it so much that he went out and did it again. Now, is that a disclosure saying you're going to go make that? No. That is just the opportunity to say if somebody was a big go-getter and actually had the opportunity to go do something big, they have an area that they could grow in. Here's your position. So let's just say that you're going to watch this video and you're just sitting back and you're like, well, can I do it? Can I not do it? You have to make that $150 decision. But if you can't make it right now, what happens is you go to the think about it corner, and somebody else might come in and you go sit on the sidelines, but Bob decides to sign up before you. And Bob goes out and he shares it with a couple people. Those people come in, and then you decide to sign up. But if you look on this, you will see that Bob spreads out his legs. And those people could actually be part of your organization that you could have made dimes, nickels, and quarters on. And as it spreads and spreads and spreads, you could have been benefited for that. So that being said, that kind of wraps up everything. There's basically only 3 questions. Is, do you have a vacation you've always wanted to be at with those you care about? And have you always wanted to be at the right place, right time? I believe this is the right place, right time. And are you ready to get started? And if you are, simply get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. And as you get back to the person, just simply say, I'm in. Now what? You'll fill out an agreement if you're there in person with somebody. If not, you'll do it right on your phone, or you'll do it on a computer with a website. You'll be given a DreamTrips app that you will have on your phone immediately that you can activate. You'll be given 2 websites. And then you just simply make a list of 15, 20 people that you want to share this webinar with when we have another webinar. And they can come and listen to the same information you did and make the same choice you did. Other than that, I wish I could say it was harder, but yeah, this is a great opportunity for you to live out all those bucket list adventures with the people that you've always wanted to go with and make those memories. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to the website and turning into the webinar, I should say. And I look forward to helping you out any way I can.